Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 19 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to send from Revit to Twinmotion. Now we're going to continue working on this. And as you can see, we already set up all the materials. One thing that I want to change is that I want this material to be on this material as well, so that everything is consistent. And then my reflection, I'm gonna lower it down. So after that, I'm just gonna put this one right here so that everything is consistent, and I don't want to change that in terms of different materials again. So at least I want this consistency. I'm also going to increase the scale on this one. So that's fine with me. So what I want to do here is to focus on adding all the trees and the surroundings so that it will look really nice, and it will look much better. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open up my scene graph and then click on material picker. So once we do, or we could, not the material picker, but you could just select this. So basically we put everything in grass and also on this spot. So what I'm gonna do as well is to select all this. So holding on my control button, I'm selecting all this with grass because I want to add grass on those parts. So now I'm gonna right click and then isolate on and off. So now everything is showing. So now what I want to do is go to my contacts and then vegetation paint. Here I'm gonna go back right here and then click on grass, and I'm going to add different kinds. So I'm gonna add this one, long grass, and then some tall grass, and then some weed, and so variety of stuff that I want to add. And then hold on to one, and then hold on shift and then select one. And then here we need to increase density, and then after you increase the density, we'll be able to paint. You'll be able to add the height that you want to, but the most important part is increasing the density. So now it looks like this. I'm gonna add all of this right outside. Obviously we don't need too much going right here because it's not something that is visible, but just for the sake of it, let's just add it because it's easy to add anyway. So I'm just adding it right now. And then what I want to add, a different grass material where the house is. I'm just adding this one for now and then checking everything else. After that, press escape and then select this one again, vegetation paint again, delete all of this. So delete and then go back here, and then I want something lawn with, yeah, I'm gonna select this one in density, long grass. After that, select this one and then make it small enough so that we don't bother others on this. But instead of tall grass, instead what I want to do instead of tall grass, I want to do is a different one. I think it's too much to add. I'm just going to add lawn. Increase the density. Select this one again. And then just add it right about there. And then I'm just gonna keep on adding that. And then right here as well. I know it's not something that it will be shown, but I'm just gonna add it for now. Obviously it's gonna populate later on. So now you can press escape and then select one of this, right click, and then isolate on and off. So now it's looking like that. Obviously you will need to clean up some of the portion there, so you can select this one, decrease the diameter so that you can clean it properly. I know it's a bit hassle, but that's the way it is. So make sure to be careful only on the edges, but as you can see it's really hard to control that, so I'm just gonna leave it with you. And then now that we have some grass there, once we render this, this will look nice and everything. We're also going to put some trees right here. So right now we're in trees. We're gonna specifically add trees on the corners right here because we want to control how the light bounces. So we could add something like that right there, that it's still going to be visually nice. It's not too tall, it's not too high, and it's not too bushy. So something like that, and then small one right here, maybe in front of the house. So something like that we need to add for the house, and then we lower it down so that you can still see what's going on here. And then on this side as well. And then obviously we're going to put bigger ones at the back. So those are the plans that we need to do in order to maximize and to make it nicer. Right there at the back. And then maybe the tall ones at the back. So this one that will still be shown on those ends. And then the tallest ones. We could put 2 of this. So to do that, just hold on shift and then pull it on the other side again. And then Japanese walnut, we could put it right about here. And then let's look for others that we could just add on this side. This one, let's put it on here. We can put it here and lower it down a little bit. and then hold shift, click on tab first so that you have this control right here. Let's add 2 more. Rotate that, control this one as well, and then move it forward. There we go. That looks good, especially in the front. And then maybe we could add one as well here. And the other one right here. So that looks good. And then obviously on the side here, we're going to add more and more. And then more trees at the back so that we have a nicer one. I also want to add trees in front, so we need to go back to context and then vegetation paint, and then let's add tall trees, wide trees, all kind of trees that we think that is nice, because we want it to be reflected on the windows. It will give that nice effect. So for me, I'm choosing different kind of trees, selecting all of them, holding on shift, and then increasing density, and then click on this. And obviously you want to make it big enough so that you cover a wider range. There we go. There we go. Let's add that. Then let's add it on the other side as well. And then put it on this side as well. So everything is covered. Press escape and then escape again. And then obviously this one needs to be moved. So I'm just gonna delete that part. Okay, you want to make sure to save it first. Okay, so I just want to, I'm gonna move on that. And for this one, I want my view to be nice. I'm gonna add a tree in front. Some tree that is good medium height. Maybe something like looks like this one that I could rotate. I'm gonna rotate it more because it's hindering my view. I'm gonna increase the height, so I think that's good enough. There we go. We can have this view right here. We can control the view, something like that. And then we're going to add some stones or rock. make it look nicer. Okay. And then why not add more of this right here. But I want my view to be just about right here. Good enough. So this one, I want to know, I want to control this one better. I just want to know what kind of trees this. I think maybe I'm just going to delete this one right here because I wanted to increase it more. So I'm just gonna look for the same thing. I think it's guava tree. So I'm gonna put it right about here. And then increase the height a little bit like that. So I want this to have this view right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some cars. So let's add some cars right here. We could add in a coupe, rotate it 90. Like that. We have some SUV. I want it to be parked like that. Let's add in some motorbikes. Just to give it some of that, and then probably a car outside. So I'm just gonna add it right here. Car outside to give it more detailed like that. Just good enough. Then I want to double check. So I haven't changed the materials here, but I'm gonna change it now. Maybe concrete 1. And then this one should be concrete 2. And then let's go back here. Vegetation. We have detailed grass, not the detailed grass actually, but maybe let's go back. Miscellaneous. Added some branches right here. Dead leaves. So that's good enough. Let's add more variations right here. Change orientation. And then here, another thing that I haven't done is setting up the materials for this one. So usually this one should be neon. So go back to material, look for neon, and then neon number 1. So it will give that nice glow there. And then this one should be a metal material, reflection, and then make it black. So that's good enough. And then now that we set up that, we're going to add in some lights. So spotlight right here. So now I'm gonna change the speed to number 3. We're going to put this one up to 10. So that's the 10. I'm just going to copy this, hold on shift, click on tab first so that we have some grip. Let's put this one on this side first. Copy instance, and then select both of them by holding on control, and then we could just hold on shift again and grab it right there. It's around 0.8, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 more. I think this one is not yet good, so I'm going to do it again. This is actually 1 meter, make it 6. Yes, perfect, but should be 5, so I'm just gonna delete both of them. So now that looks good. I'm going to add in a spotlight, not a spotlight but IES number 1. I'm going to rotate this to 180, and I want it to be looking like that. But here I'm gonna change this to 10 again. I'm gonna change that angle. I'm gonna lower it, and then I'm gonna move it onto this side. Maybe 2 more. So I'm good with that. I'm gonna grab it, hold on shift again, grab it on that, that's okay, and I want to add it on this side as well. Going on this side, so that's fine, and then I want to add it here as well at the back, at the front, sorry. So hold it here, I'm gonna add it in between. Change my speed to 4. I need it fast now. Add it there, and add it on the other side. And then here, I just want to double check, which we haven't done it yet. So let's add something like here. Change it to 10 again, and then hold on shift. This will be I believe 0.8, and then make it 2. And then let's grab one and put it on this side. Okay, and then right there, 0.8 again, so probably 6. This one, grab this one at the end, and then let's put this one onto this side. And then hold on shift, add it right here, 0.8, so 3 more. So that's good. So now once we render this, let's see how it looks. It will look like that. Everything is bouncing and everything is good. We have the lights, we have the background and everything. The trees at the back is reflecting on our window. I probably want to increase the opacity more, around 70, so that it doesn't show what's inside and it's very subtle. So let's stop here for now, continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.